Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I would do a little transformation type video on how I've been doing my makeup this summer. This is kind of like a full coverage summer makeup routine and all my favourite products and everything. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I know I feel like I say that every time I upload a video, but I am having more frequent uploads, so I'm going to try and do 2 videos a week. And just keep at it. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see my current summer makeup routine. I started filming with natural daylight, so that's why I have just a bit of my foundation done, but it was getting dark really quickly, so I decided I would be better just using my ring light instead. So if I look a bit washed out, it's better than it being like really dark outside. So yeah, the first thing that I'd done was moisturised, and the moisturiser that I used was by Inglot. And then I used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, but I'm going to apply a bit more of it. So yeah, this is the foundation that I use, and I'm in the shade 220. And I just use like a little stippling brush. I should probably take my earrings out just so it doesn't get on them. Down the neck. So yeah, I'm going to take these out before I start blending. I always make that mistake. I put my earrings in first and then they just get covered in makeup. But yeah, I love this foundation. You can literally layer it so much and it won't look cakey. So, and I actually repositioned my camera so that it was sitting in the place that I would sit if I was getting ready like properly to go out. I just feel like it's more relaxed that way. The way I would normally film it is like I have to bring my makeup with me, whereas here I'm just sitting at my like vanity. And always remember your ears. Okay, so once we have most of that blended, the next thing I would normally do is concealer. So the concealer that I have been using going out a lot is the Revolution Super Size in the shade C7. And this is really good for like brightening. It's not full coverage, but I don't really like concealers that are too heavy under my eyes because then they crease. So I just use this. I use quite a lot of it, to be honest. And then I'll just blend that in. I like to go in with the same brush first that I used for foundation, just to kind of like blur out the edges. I feel like it just looks more flawless when you stick to like a minimum amount of brushes, because then you're just like melting all the products in with each other. And then for the under eyes, I normally just blend the edges out with this brush. And then go in with my paddle brush and just pat it, because then you're not really like losing coverage. Honestly, don't know what the lighting of this video is going to turn out like, just because I've just fired a ring light in front of me, but hopefully it's fine. So once we have that blended in, I then like to go in with my other concealer. This is kind of like what I would use to spot conceal, so if I have any blemishes, I like this concealer. This is the Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. I have the shade number 3. And I'll just go over all of my acne with this, which is mostly everywhere. And then I just like to go over the cheek area and kind of like the lower part of the under eye. I don't really go up near the lash line again. I'll just stick it around here just to lift the cheeks a bit. And then any problem areas. And I go back in with my foundation brush for this step just because my foundation is almost the same colour as this concealer. You don't really want to go lighter with any concealer that you're using to cover spots with because it'll highlight them. I always like using one that's closest to my skin tone. Sometimes I'll go in with a cream contour, but today I'm going to stick the powder. It just depends really. The powder that I use for my under eyes is either this one, Makeup Obsession, this is the banana powder, or the RCMA colourless powder, but sometimes I feel like if I'm tan, that'll wash me out a bit, so I'm gonna take the banana powder today. And this hasn't changed. I use this in every one of my videos. And I'll just apply this from the under eye right down to the cheek, like so, just in a triangle. So I just put this where the concealer was. I don't keep it on the rest of my face for long, I just keep it under my eyes. But then I'll just take the rest that's in the lid and pat it around and use it to blend in the powder everywhere else. I'm going to move on to my bronzer. I have like 3 different bronzers that I use, and I use this brush for all 3 of them. This is literally my go-to brush for anything to do with cheeks or face. It's the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to start off with the Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder. I actually bought this accidentally once and it was too dark for me, so I kind of use this as a transition shade, and I just begin by buffing this back into the hairline. And it just means that when you go in with a darker bronzer, they're all going to blend really seamlessly. And it adds a bit of extra coverage as well because it is a foundation powder. So once we have that done, I then move on to the Inglot bronzer. I'm actually not sure what shade it is. Number 74, I think it is. I don't take as much of this and just go in with a lighter hand. I'm going to take a smaller brush just because we need a bit more precision with this, and I'm going to take the Morphe palette. This Morphe palette is, I use it for mixing colours clearly, but I'm going to take this and I kind of mix all of the bottom 3 shades together, and I just use this to contour the tiniest bit. Because this is like a summer look, we do want to be quite brown. So then, just because I don't like leaving the under eye bake on for too long, I'll just clean it off once I have the bronzer finished mostly. So just use like quite a dense brush and it should just swipe off easy enough. And then next I would go in with blush. So the blush that I've been loving recently, if I can find it, is the Lottie London in the shade Drake. I've used this in all my videos before, it hasn't really changed. The only thing that's changed is I tend to layer blush a bit more in summer. So I'll go in with this, but as you can see it is a bit pastel pink. I like it for the sheen that it gives, but sometimes it can look a bit too like Barbie pink, so I'll blend it out with a blush and then go in with this one. This is more of a corally colour from MAC in the shade Rosy Outlook. So I'll just put that on top. The spray that I use before my highlighter is the Rimmel London Primer 2-in-1. So I'll just mostly focus this on my cheekbones, but then put a tiny bit on the rest of my face just so the powder isn't sitting on the surface. And then once that has dried in a bit, the highlighter palette that I've been obsessed with is the Sub-Zero palette. I normally mix, you can probably tell, these two, just because one's a bit too brown, one's a bit too pink, so mix them together, it's like perfect. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. So you really don't need a lot of this because it's so pigmented. Like that. My phone's ringing, just ignore it. So yeah, that's basically it for like my full coverage summer makeup routine. I don't really do anything much different. I just like to look a bit more tan and a bit more glowy. Now I'm going to move on to brows, so I'll just brush them through. And then I use the Inglot eyebrow brush. So this, it's the number 31T, and I pair this with the Inglot gel in shade 90. I have an eyebrow routine on my channel, so if you want like an in-depth eyebrow routine then go watch that, but I'm just gonna fire through these quickly and then I'll be back. So that is the brows done. That's really all I do currently for my brows. So I'm going to move on to eyes. So the palette that I've been using the most recently for my eyes, just because it has so many warm brown colours, is the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'll just show you. I mix this one and just start blending that all over the eye. It's because yellowy browns are really flattering for like green and blue eyes. And then I'll just use the same colour under my eyes. So currently that is really all I do on my eyes. I just like using one or two colours. So then I go in with a bit of mascara. I'll either use the L'Oreal Telescopic or the L'Oreal Paradise, or mix the two of them, which I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and then apply these two mascaras. And then during summer recently, just because I've been doing like minimal on my eyes, I've been really into like an orangey red bold lip, so I'm going to do that today. The colours that I have been loving are from MAC. So for the lip, I'm going to use Cherry Lip Liner by MAC. First of all, probably could do with being sharpened, but effort. And then the lipstick that I've been loving is So Showed by MAC. It's a bit more orangey than the lip liner. I just feel like orangey reds are a lot more flattering in summer months. But yeah, that's the final kind of go-to full coverage summer makeup look that I've been doing recently. I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for my videos that I'm going to be uploading 2 times a week. I'm going to stick to it, and yeah, if you have any other video ideas that you want to see me try, or any makeup looks that you want to see me do, just comment below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.